What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be looking at the Japanese YouTube channel and reacting to a video of them using the new Arbok EX card from Pokemon 151 up against Jinx EX. A lot of people have been saying that the Arbok EX card is actually very, very good and can be very playable and brings death to things like Gardevoir and Lost Box. What this card does is for 2 darks, 70 and they can't retreat, and for 3 darks, 150 and they discard 2 from their hand. I don't personally see why that's so good, but I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken. It'll be going up against Jinx EX. That says if for a water and double colorless, if they're asleep, it's not the active Pokemon is knocked out. And for 3 waters, it's 120, and your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep. A very hefty cost for Icy Wind, but Heart-Stopping Kiss isn't too bad. So today we're going to be taking a look at a review. There will be deck lists at the end, so stick around, and we'll look through them and analyze them together. So without further ado, let's have some fun. Let's jump right into the gameplay. We see a Drowsy in the active. I don't really know what the Drowsy does. I'm not going to lie. I think the Hypno puts them to sleep. So we're going to see a Greninja draw with the Ekans, just a lone Ekans and a Swablu on the board. A Nest Ball for the Greninja as well. Greninja just being one of the most powerful cards to ever exist. And Irida coming through. If you'll be passing Palkia. Okay, so cool. We're using Palkia to power up our Jinx. So it's kind of a Palkia Jinx deck. And then the Hypno, I believe, puts the Pokemon to sleep for the knockout. So we see the Altaria giving us a free supporter per turn. Another Ekans coming down. Manaphy, it makes sense. You can assume a water deck plays Greninja. I forgot what Cycling Road does, I'm not going to lie to you. We'll draw 2 here. Once during your turn, you may do discard energy and draw 1. Ultra Ball, Iono, and another card. We're going to get the Arbok. It's coming up. There's the attachment for turn. There's Dark Patch. Oh, we're just not going to do the discard 2 effect. So we're going to see the knockout here. Interesting when you go for the discard 2 effect, because I guess you can just go Hypno, Jinx, one shot here. And I don't know how many cards this player has in their hand. I think usually discarding 2 cards feels very, very good in these scenarios. But I guess we just don't know what's in their hand. So maybe 70 is just fine. We're going to go ahead and see the Nest Ball come through. Another Drowsy. It's a lot of Drowsies. An Energy Search for a water. We're going to see the attachment. Looks like there's 4 cards. So there's a Palkia. There's the Hypno. I believe Hypno puts the active to sleep when it evolves. So very makes sense synergy. Iono coming through. And we're going to see the Jinx use Lovely Kiss for the knockout. Kind of crazy, actually, that that combo works that way. Draw 2. We're going to see the Stadium again here. Ultra Ball comes through. Grabbing Galarian Moltres. Oh, that's cool. Galarian Moltres here can take a knockout on the Jinx, which could be a problem. We're going to see a Judge coming through. Judge to 4, discard to 2. That's a pretty cheeky strategy. I like that a lot. Dark Patch here. Pokemon Catcher. Is that a Tails? Oh, that is a Heads. We do get to bring up the Drowsy, which means that there won't be a free knockout coming through right away. We're going to see the Altaria grabbing an Iono, putting it on top, going into the Arbok, and then a knockout here. Poor Drowsy, hitting the dirt. But there's no threat of knockout now from the Palkia player's turn. We're going to see a draw 2, Ultra Ball getting another Drowsy. That's the 4th Drowsy, I believe, because we haven't done any rods or anything. So we're just going to see a retreat into Palkia, Palkia's ability, the V-Star, setting up the board. Bossing up the Moltres, which is a free 2 prizes. But I do believe that we didn't have a 3rd water, I guess. There's no way to accelerate the water, really. We'll see if that ends up coming back to hurt. A 3rd energy gets attached here. The Iono coming through to 2 cards. And coincidentally, Arbok will now discard 2 cards. So Level Ball will come through, getting another Swablu, just thinning the deck. Retreat. And we're going to see the attack for 150 damage, discarding both the cards remaining in the player on the left's hand. There goes the Luminian and a DTE. That is a crazy 2 cards. Oh my god. Luminian's probably the perfect draw there, and DTE helps you get the Jinx up and running. So that's something. That's a painful 2. What's the draw for turn? They're looking at their discard. And it's just going to be a retreat into Hypno. And a Melanie! Oh my god. Well, that's a pretty good draw. Into Greninja. Back to 4. Alright, you know, that's actually incredible. Wow. Oh my god. Like, and there's a Roxanne. So the Ekans Arbok deck putting us back to 2 cards. And we're going to see another discard here. Another Arbok, another attach here, setting up 2 Arboks. Another Dark Patch. The perfect setup is complete. And there's a catcher. Trying to get the Palkia here, hopefully. There's the Tails. Okay. Actually, maybe Drowsy was correct. But we're going to go ahead and do the attack. And let's see what the discard for 2 is. 300 damage being done here. Research. That's so unlucky. And then we're going to see the Palkia come back up. And this time it's a blank. So now the game is in a position where the Arbok player can go ahead and put important cards on top. There's the boss and there is the knockout once again. Discarding the last card in the hand, which is an Ultra Ball, taking the 2 prizes. Now, I think most decks would have trouble dealing with this unless you're playing off the board. And then we're going to see the boss there to seal up the game. Actually very interesting. I think this Arbok card is a lot better than I gave it credit for. Because I was like, oh, maybe the damage isn't high enough and 3 darks is difficult. But with Dark Patch in the format, maybe it's just better than I thought. Here's some lists. Here is the Jinx version. I think Fan is a weird inclusion. I would probably play a little bit. No, I guess you don't really need Irida as often. You can probably just... That's a very heavy Drowsy line. I'd probably play an EXP share or 2 just to set up Jinxes. And an Arven, I think, would probably be fine. Like 1 Arven, 1 Irida seems completely okay. I don't think you really need to, like, because it's like you have a lot of strategies going on here. You're committing to the Palkia, you're committing to the Jinx. I don't really know which one I prefer, but I do like that there's options. And I do like this combo of Jinx plus Drowsy, I think, or Hypno. I think this could be very, very good. Little goofy guy. And let's take a look at the Dark Arbok list. The list is Arbok makes sense to me. 1 Moltres and 1 Baby Moltres. I guess just to have cleanup attackers, which does make sense because you have the Altaria to find pieces. This is a very stocks, like very comfortable, like straightforward list. Maybe again 1 more Arven to find that 1-off EXP share, but maybe it's not important enough that we care. With 4 patch, like that seems fine. There's no V-Star in here, so maybe like a Sealstone, or like a 1/1 Darkrai line could be really good. You just get back Dark Patches, and have a bigger threat that can be established once you've milled their hand down super low, rather than hitting for 150 and being like, okay, I'm taking my sweet time to close out the game. Maybe there's a world where you can just go to the Darkrai to close out the game. Again, this E-Switch also a very, very weird inclusion, but I guess it doesn't make sense with this. There's, again, no way to search it, so maybe the Arven is a reasonable way to play it, because you have the Altaria to put supporters on top of your deck. That being said, this was a cool experiment to watch the Japanese YouTube channel, look at the Pokemon 151 cards ahead of time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. If you do, please like and subscribe. I will react to more videos. Let me know in the comments what kind of Pokemon TCG videos you'd like me to react to, and I will put it on a list. Thank you so much. Peace out.